Let's queer up students and youth culture. Marcia Gay Harden on protecting LGBTQ plus children, including her own. Marcia Gay Harden, renowned for her as a versatile actor, opened up over the weekend about her life beyond the spotlight in a candid interview with CBS correspondent Seth Doane for CBS Sunday Morning. Harden, an Oscar and Tony Award winner, is known for her dedication to her craft rather than seeking celebrity status. In a rare glimpse into her personal life, Harden shared her love for pottery, a passion cultivated during her Broadway days in the 1990s. She talked about what she experienced during the peak of the AIDS crisis. She embraces her down-to-earth persona as described by her daughter Eulala and reflects on the joy of working with clay at the Faenza Art Ceramic Center. She also talked about her latest role as lawyer Margaret Wright in CBS So Help Me Todd. Despite her success, Harden remains protective of her private life. However, Harden recently took a public stand for her family, revealing that all three of her children identify as queer. In a recent interview with People, she expressed that her commitment to activism stems from her children. Eulala, age 25, identifies as non-binary, while Hudson, age 19, is gay. Their twin, Julitta, embraces fluidity in her identity. Harden publicly shared this revelation during the Drag Isn't Dangerous telethon. Reflecting on her journey, Harden acknowledged the profound impact her children have had on her understanding of gender nonconformity. With her children as her inspiration and guides, Harden remains steadfast in her commitment to advocate for LGBTQ plus rights.
All three of her kids identify as queer.
For which I've been accused of being a groomer, wouldn't we all be so lucky we could just groom our little children to be whatever? Like, it's such as if people's gender identities are able to be manipulated. My eldest child uses they, them pronouns, and my son is gay, and my youngest daughter, I would say, is fluid, understands loving a human being. So I love that about them.
Wow, that's so spectacular. I think it's so important to recognize like the impact of having queer people in your life and your perception on the queer community, right? Like it's one thing to like know about a queer person, but it's another thing to like have a kid and face that and really experience that in your day-to-day life. And just the way that she speaks to that experience is just so powerful.
Think about how fortunate her kids are that they have a mom or a family that they can come out to. Because we know that the gay community is not isolated to just big cities where there's knowledge. You think about getting into middle America where it's still, you just don't come out because you're being judged and they don't know anyone that they know of that's gay, and because they can't express themselves, what happens, and that's what's scary, and that's how we end up with more issues with HIV and AIDS and all kinds of psychological issues. So I think, she's amazing, and the fact that her kids have parents like her are fantastic.
Well, and we've got to note that her middle name is gay. Okay, her middle name is gay. So
I don't want to state the
obvious.
It's just right there.
But we are really lucky to have outspoken advocates such as Harden, as well as Jamie Lee Curtis and Annette Bening. All three of them are award-winning actors, and they are all the parents of LGBTQ plus children.
Wow.
And they speak. Sally Field, another one, has a gay son, very vocal, and
We've come a long way, because 20 years ago, they would not have outed their kids. No. It would have been a taboo for them and a career ender.
Yeah, that's
right. So we've changed, we've grown with it.
And again, piggyback on what Glenn said, like those kids are lucky to have a mom that way. And, and also she's lucky to have her queer kids.
Yeah.
They're both embracing that, like Max had touched on also, like, a lot of parents, they find out their kids are queer and they want nothing to do with it. And they're like, no, I'm too old to learn anything new. I'm done. I'm sorry. Either you change or our relationship ends here. And that's not the case with this incredible woman. Those queer kids know they can do anything in this world. And that is a power that I can't even explain to you. If you at a young age think that there's nothing that can stop you, you're unstoppable, baby. And you're queer. Watch out, world, because Marcia's kids are coming.
Yeah. And, Max, you're a perfect example of that. I mean, like, we kind of forget that you're at this table.
And
and they're 12 years old. And you have parents that I've met that are amazing. And would you be that same person without them? I don't know. You have to have that kind of love at home in order to be able to feed and prosper and grow. And, I think it's amazing.
Yeah, I think it's so powerful to be able to have, you know, a family and parents who support me and are so loving and are just so, you know, overjoyed to have me as their son, of course. I think that's just so spectacular, and I think for a sense of self and just being able to come into this world as our full authentic selves, like it really starts with having that support. So
Wow.